Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this commentary track I'm going to be doing on my first Game Grumps animated, Vaginal, or as the actual original file names say, Questions for Hookers. Now I'm going to distinctly apologize to begin with. I have seemingly lost the original files from this. A lot of them actually got corrupted whilst I was working on it, and so unfortunately I'm actually having to use a downloaded copy of the YouTube video I have, so the quality is kind of shit. Sorry. Alright, now it's been... Oh god, how long has it been? It's been a while since I've actually watched this, so I'm going to watch this again, and don't worry, it's still going to be on the screen whilst I'm doing it, so I'm going to move myself into a little corner, and now we're going to watch this through. Ready? Go. Ah, yeah. Cowboy Bebop intro.
Let's go to, like, hell.
Oh god, this animation is crap.
That's your dream trip?
Yeah, just go ahead and travel.
Good god, what
Oh,
are
dude, traveling is the fucking best.
Yeah.
Experiences over possessions. That's how you should spend your money.
Yeah.
I believe.
You know what else is good to spend your money on?
Horse?
Yeah, I was gonna say blowjobs,
Yeah.
but I guess
Blowjobs from horse!
I guess horrors kind of covers the whole kit and caboodle.
Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez.
Like if you're like, I could go for a blowjob right now, but I could really go for some vaginal.
That's interesting. It's not too bad.
That is the weirdest thing you could ever say to a hooker. Excuse me! How much for vaginal?
What if she like across the way?
What's the going rate? Yeah, she's at the other side of the Walmart parking lot.
Excuse me!
Miss!
I'd rather put effort into yelling than walking towards you.
I don't want to walk over there and waste my time if you're not going to do vaginal.
So yes, no? You can nod.
Is it pronounced vaginal? I have a lot of questions.
If you could fill out this comment and question form.
Yeah.
It has yes, no, and maybe questions. Forget the maybe. This is a standardized form.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, okay, so, jeez, that has been a while.
Horse?
Right. So the, actual general, the lip sync's not too bad on it, in all fairness. It's just the general movement is just, ugh. Why did I make this? This is now going to be 10 minutes of me disparaging myself. Okay, so, this is actually taken from the same episode, I believe, that, Escopy did what's it called? The orgy story. You know the one. So, it's just, I actually really like that. I wanted to do that as well, but Escopy is just such a brilliant, animator, and I just found that one, even attempting it. So, okay, so let's, go back. We're doing this piece by piece. So the Cowboy Bebop opening, which everyone realizes Cowboy Bebop opening immediately. Reason for that, and not just like the usual Game Grumps logo, was simply because I wanted to do something that was different from what everyone else was doing for Game Grumps animated logos, and I remember Dan saying that Cowboy Bebop is his favorite anime series. So when I was planning my original first one, it was a John era one, so I used the As a Manga Dial opening sequence as when the characters are jumping up and the logo hits Tomo. I used that for the opening, so I figured I'd do something similar and went for the Cowboy Bebop one. Looking at those images, good god, I have improved massively in the 2 years. You've got the general gist of it. So Ross is Jet, Danny is Faye, Barry is Ed, and Ego being Spike. I might change that around for a new one actually. That opening went down, I think, a lot better than the rest of the animation did. So let's go on to that next sequence.
Let's go to, like, hell.
Where it cuts to, I thought it'd be great just for them to be saying it and being a friend travel agent. So I put a lot of effort into the picture of hell for the time. It looks terrible now, and probably really should do with some text or something on there. Yeah, I'll get to go up and down his hand in that frame. I'll sing on that frame up.
That's your dream trip?
Yeah,
But
just go ahead and
when
try
it cuts in the frame of the actual store window, I was so fed up with this at that point that I just did not bother. Oh, my dog's coming. I did not bother to actually do the rest of the travel brochures or any of the text that was supposed to be in there. Because I actually lost a third of this film about 2 months before I went out. The film is a short, not film. Because when I originally did the backgrounds and started putting them in, one of them had corrupted somehow. 1 second. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, I lost actually 30 seconds of footage very quickly, because originally this was supposed to go up. The planned date was Valentine's Day, 2015. And the reason for I thought it would just be absolutely hilarious to upload on Valentine's Day a video of 2 people soliciting hookers. It ended up going up in March, and the entire reason for that is simply because I lost all that footage. I had to quickly go back through and redo it, which meant basically just so I could get it out, I just went crazy. I ended up rushing through it, which is why there are some shots where you've got massive drops in quality in some of the movement and some colouring. That was why I lost most stuff, colouring. So I think there's a couple of frames where Aaron's hair isn't coloured in properly. Oh god, I just paused on a very awkward frame. It's also when the backgrounds are just absolutely terrible in some shots, because I just honestly was so fed up of it at that point. Sorry, puppy's still yapping, which is when cars look god awful. The actual final shot that you got isn't actually finished. I just wanted to get this thing out at that point. So you got shots where characters aren't coloured in properly. Hooker's actually missing from a couple of shots. I'll actually find them for you. Oh, this one here, you can see she's not coloured in. And there you are, in that strip, she's just not there at all whatsoever. The actual background I ended up using for this, I did actually go online and I found a picture of a Best Buy. Not a Best Buy, a Walmart. Naturally, I'm not American, so I have no idea what the hell a Walmart looks like. So I just found a picture of one and I basically traced over it in Photoshop, just to get an image. The cars, I believe, were all stock photos, and I really, as you can see, did not care too much about colouring them. So I'm going to skip forward a bit. The chalkboard, I wanted to include a ton of like just small references on there. So if you look in there, you've got weird butt stuff, gonorrhea syphilis, which kind of got cut out. That was a joke that he made about the orgy, actually, because he doesn't want to get gonorrhea syphilis. Where do I think? Oh, that's a great one. And another bit about weird butt stuff on the bottom there. I just want to include a fair few just funny jokes. Which I believe I included a couple bits on the hooker, but I can't actually. That text is so pretty small from on the screen that I can't actually read it. Oh yeah, there's some weird butt stuff and things on there as well. I think I put Splatterdo on there. I think I did, yeah. Oh god, the animation is so good awful. I've certainly improved quite a lot in the meantime. Even though I put absolutely nothing out, there is a marked improvement. a chunk of the reason why the animation is really janky in this is because I wanted to do a mix between putting everything on layers and doing full 12 frames a second, so that's not really full, but very smooth animation. Unfortunately, that left a lot of places where I didn't put the layers through properly, or didn't actually bother moving them through. So you got a lot of stiff talking dialogue where characters would just stand there and say just their mouth will move, which is a very cheap and effective way of doing that. Or like their just trying to find it. See, yeah, like an arm will move, and that would be it. Again, I did just want to get this straight out. This project should not have taken anywhere near as long as it did. I think it took about
experiences over
4 months to do. It's just too long. I want to make something very polished and smooth, and yeah, all of the weight, all the characters change in mass. There's no weight. There's no consistent proportion. Aaron's head shrinks from frame to frame. It's from scene to scene. Okay. So there's a lot of very small, awkward moments in it. There are moments of good animation, like this bit here. You got that little bounce on Danny's arm. I tried to add a lot of little flicks and things to her hair when people are moving. That didn't always turn out well. Oh god, this scene here, I really should have made that a larger car park, but it just... In order to have made that a larger car park, I would have had to zoom it out, I would have had to draw more cars, which I was very much against doing. And it would have just meant that you could barely see anyone in that shot. So I just hit the mic. Which just looked empty. And I suppose like a cityscape or something in the background, it would have just been a really empty shot. And I didn't want to do that. From a director standpoint, from a visual standpoint, it just looked absolutely terrible. And that facepalm was quite good. See, the animation on Dan here is actually okay. I think I put the most effort into that scene, and then Aaron comes in and it's terrible. There is no weight to a lot of his movement. Oh god. I did get a sync generally right on a lot of this, which is impressive. I remember I had a lot of problems trying to get the voice lip sync working on it. I actually, when I was jotting down on the audio, I accidentally added half a second, or about 0.6 frames, so actually it's about a quarter of a second, and then so many audios. It became this massive mess of nothing was anywhere near where it should have been, and so I had to very quickly work out what bits of audio I had accidentally repeated on, and go back through and
let's go to like
remove those.
hell.
That's your dream trip?
Yeah, just go ahead and travel.
Oh, dude, traveling.
You can tell the shots I actually spend the most working on.
Possessions. That's how you should spend your money.
I was thinking of those coins, was a giant
You know what else
pain
is
in
good
there.
to spend your money on?
Horse?
Yeah, I was gonna say
There
blowjob.
are some
Yeah,
good bits of movement in here, so
I guess horror is kind of,
especially in the hands movement there, the
whole
whole
kit and caboodle.
kit and caboodle. That is actually good animation, and it's just a shame that
Like if you're
a
like,
lot of it is just stuck
I could go for
in
blowjob right now, but I could really go for some
really bad character and facial animation paired with lackluster artwork. When I was working on this, I actually ended up going through. I had 3 graphics tablets whilst I was working on this, and 2 of them broke. One of them was actually my stand-in. It's this tiny little A5 thing, so it's only about that big, and it was absolutely tiny. Because my original graphics tablet was a full-size A4. It was slightly larger than that, and it was absolutely lovely. I loved that tablet. Didn't exactly have the most process sensitivity, but it was a good tablet. And the pen just stopped working completely, and all the other tablet pens I had just wouldn't work with it. The worst thing was this tablet no longer existed. So one of the reasons this took so long was because I had to pause for 2 weeks whilst my new graphics tablet arrived, and whilst I was busy trying to get a replacement tablet pen. So then I moved on to my A5 one, which was absolutely tiny, which I think is actually where I just kind of hurried up on a lot of the less impressive animation. And finally I got my current one, my Wackle, which is absolutely amazing, and I love it. It's been done me well for the last couple of years.
I guess horrors kind of covers the whole kit and caboodle.
Oh gosh. Oh jeez.
Like if you're like,
Despite all this animation, and despite all my problems with it, I think I've got the comic beats down enough. I just needed to put a bit more range and expression into the faces. Because I did the very cheap anime way of just doing lip sync. And not moving the jaw or the eyes properly. Or even just the head. Interesting thing, because I never did layered animation before. I'd usually just redo the entire damn image when I was doing some movement. I completely fucked up when I was doing the face, and I put all the features on one layer. So when I went through to doing the lip sync, I deleted off, or I forgot that I'd put it all onto one layer, so I just deleted in the frame. So I had to very quickly go back and, in a lot of cases, redraw the eyes on their nose and things like that, and then separate them off into its own separate layer. It was a massive pain. But there were some frames where I actually remembered to move the chin, like here, but for some reason I forgot about it entirely. Jeez. Oh, why did I hold on a lot of the crap drawings? This looks absolutely horrible. I think I'm actually going to give up on this at this point, because otherwise I'm just going to just spend so long just absolutely hating on this, and I'm sure a lot of people watching this are probably like, no, this is great, just keep it up like this. I can't keep watching this. So it's been okay. So there's a small little glitch there which stopped the camera from recording. So I'm just gonna finish off. So what I was gonna do, I'm just gonna go back through and watch one more time to see if there's anything else for me to comment on, and we'll go from there.
Let's go to like hell.
So, this was the first time I'd actually ever had to animate laughs, so it was bloody hell. And that's not a pain to do.
Yeah.
Still impressive and interesting that's quite
You know what else is good for spending money on?
Horse?
Yeah, I was
You can see
but I guess
the promise of a lot of the animation.
horrors kind of covers the whole kit and
but
caboodle.
there's so many times where it's just
Oh gosh. Oh
it's
jeez.
the facial animation which is always the
I could
problem.
go for a blowjob right now, but I could really go for some vaginal.
Like I was having a big problem with trying to just keep the basic structure and things. I think the problem was just the way I was drawing Aaron at times. So it's a generic thing. There's no volume to her, and there's no real shape. It's just kind of a blob. Also doesn't help that sometimes they have really big eyes, sometimes they have small eyes. Really distracting.
I don't want to walk over there and waste my time if you're not going to do vaginal.
So yes, no.
That shot there in particular sucks.
Is it pronounced vaginal? I have a lot of questions.
So you can see so much promise in it, then immediately it just dies because I think the way I was doing, I was trying to equally pace everything out, and it was just horrible.
This is a standardized form.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, let's leave it at that. I've been talking way too long. This is like a 20-minute. Hey, look, my camera crashed again. We're gonna leave it at that. I hope you've all enjoyed this. I do hope to get something a bit more substantial out soon. This is substantial, it's 20 freaking minutes. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching and enjoy. Ciao.